Best in the world.
Best in the world.
Best in the world.
Welcome back to Basement Movie Room. And if you've never seen what we're reviewing today, that was probably pretty weird to you. We're reviewing... Okay, so let me start. We reviewed Balin's Route, which is the new VLDL, Viva La Dirt League short film that they did recently, which we really enjoyed. Yes. It's also become one of the fastest watched videos on our channel for some reason. So we decided to go back in their catalog to 2017, I think? Yeah, 2017. Yeah. And they released a series of YouTube videos, which they put together in a supercut, which is what I would recommend you watch if you're going to watch this. You can watch them individually. I've done both this week. I watched it twice this week. But the series is called Rekt, R-E-K-T. And essentially this series is the VLDL crew, well, not even really the crew. I mean, they're all working on it, but basically it's a series about a gaming team. And it starts out, you're introduced to the 6 members of this gaming team, which is Johnny, played by Rowan Betchman, however you say his name. Then there's Alan, played by Alan Morrison. I think he's the only one that went with his real name in this. Yeah. Then there's Richard, played by Hamish Parkinson, who's a regular on VLDL, which we love Hamish. Hamish is the man. We love him. He's fantastic. And then there's Rory, Spud, and PJ. PJ's the only girl of the group, and she kind of wears like glasses and a hoodie all the time. You don't quite understand that, but Rory is kind of like I don't want to call him the idiot because he's fantastic in this, but he's kind of the idiot of the group. Just clueless. And then Richard's kind of the leader of the group because he has he's the money behind it, I guess, is the way you're meant to understand it. So the start of the show, and it's like 5 to 7 minute episodes, over 10 episodes, I believe. Yeah, I think it's so it ends up being about 58 minutes total. Yeah. But watch the supercut; it's fantastic to do it that way. So they've just won a Quake tournament. They were a Quake team. They've just won a Quake tournament. They're going down the street, best in the world, it's yelling this, and they get confronted by this group of just random guys that like is like, what are you doing on my street, bruh? And they get in a fight, and they lose the fight, of course, because they're just a bunch of nerds. Basically they don't know how to fight.
I'm ready to die.
I'm ready to die tonight. That's Alan's best line in the series, because it's one of his only lines in the series. It doesn't last very long. Yeah. But essentially, Quake is done. They're shutting down the servers of Quake, so these guys can't play Quake anymore. They're all kind of disappointed that they're never going to be a team again. And then all of a sudden, Johnny looks out the window and somebody's taking down a Quake poster at this internet cafe and putting up a Team Fortress 2 poster. So Johnny wonders over there, like, why'd you take that poster down? The guy in the cafe is like, oh, I'm glad you made it, Here you go, okay, we're ready to go. And starts sitting down, the rest of the team comes in, they just get like randomly pushed into a Team Fortress 2 tournament. Which is just like the first time this game has ever been in New Zealand, from what the poster says. It's like now available in New Zealand. Yeah. Well, they end up winning this tournament. They're like, oh, that was great. It was like old times. And this guy who's running this place comes up to him and goes, oh, congratulations. I'm doing my best New Zealand accent here. Oh, congratulations. You won. It's like, your next matchup is in 2 weeks. And they're all like, what are you talking about? Against Australia. And they're like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, you're New Zealand's first Team Fortress 2 team. And they're like, oh, we're back. We're going to do it,
Celebrating. Yeah.
So they're all celebrating, and they end up, the next day, they end up at this ceremony to give them medals for becoming New Zealand's Team Fortress 2 team. Johnny doesn't show up, because later on you figure out Johnny thought it was 11 p.m., not 11 a.m. And we also find out the name of the team that's been provided is Johnny is awesome, fuck all the haters? Is that what? Yeah, Johnny is awesome, fuck all the haters? And Johnny doesn't show up.
Yeah, he named the team.
And there, Alan decides that he's quitting the team. He's 30 years old, he has no job, he has no prospects, he lives at home. He can't keep being just a gamer. So he quits the team. Him and Johnny have a falling out because of it, and that leads to some fantastic comedy. We have Rory as well, who just doesn't understand what's going on, because Rory's the idiot of the group, but also
throws in his little tidbits that just make it so much enjoyable.
There's that one part where Johnny Rowan is getting really mad because Alan left the team and like bagging on Alan, and Rory sits on the couch. I love Alan. so good.
Whatever trade-up.
So they have to find another team member. So they bring in Ben Van Leer, who you would recognize if you watched VLDL, as Connor. And Johnny and Connor have a robbery because you find out that they were once friends, and that Johnny revealed that Connor was Star Wars Kid.
Yeah.
If you don't know what Star Wars Kid is, just get on the internet and search Star Wars Kid. You'll figure it out. and they ultimately, Hamish's character Richard decides he needs money because he's out of money. The government's taking his furniture and stuff because he's out of money. So they go to the government's house.
Let's go to the government's
house to try to get a contract for esports. And the guys in the government's house are like, when they find out it's been in, they're like, get the fuck out! But they tricked him into doing a contract by talking about the $10 million prize. So they signed this contract, even though Richard didn't want to sign the contract right out. Johnny didn't read the contract, just signed it, no problem. They didn't read it. And that comes back up through the series, basically. But this all, not to spoil everything, I'm kind of just going through each episode right now. I don't want to keep doing this.
That leads up to,
that leads up.
It's a good spot.
So they get a coach at some point, played by, I can't remember his name, but
you recognize him in Thor.
He's
Ragnarok.
in Thor Ragnarok.
Who's the guy? Are you?
He's
something or food.
Yeah, he works with Taika Waititi quite a bit. He's been in quite a few things, but he gets assigned a coach, but he's actually a rugby coach, so he doesn't know what a video game is, which is a running joke through the series. Nobody outside of this team really knows or likes video games, and PJ also has a running thing through that her friends don't know she's a gamer, so every time she sees her friends, she acts like she doesn't even know the team, and her and Spud kind of have a budding relationship too, and Spud gets really pissed off at her.
Yeah, that's why she's always wearing
the hoodie and the sunglasses to hide herself, because her parents don't know it either. They think she's at university.
The character building in this short film is really well done.
Yeah, and they don't have that much
really
time
well
to do
done.
it.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
the only character I think some characters do get short shrift. PJ gets good character building.
Yeah.
Johnny and Connor get good character building between them.
Yeah.
Spud, we don't really know anything about Spud. We don't know much about Rory other than how he acts.
Don't need.
And Richard, we get a little bit that he's kind of like a financier of this team, but he's broke and he can't go on. But you
and even Alan.
Yeah.
It's the short time that he's in there. I mean, it's they all. I mean, the characters in this you really fall in love with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they do a really great job in less than an hour.
It also helps if you watch VLDL otherwise, because you know these guys and you kind of know how they are. So you get a lot of their signature stuff, like "What's up, my brother?" That whole scene. That's clearly just one of Rowan's characters things that he does.
Walking down the alley. Yeah.
What's up? You know, that stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it helps if you like VLDL. Even if you don't, I think you should watch Rekt, because it's fantastic. It really is. So ultimately,
honestly, I don't think you really need to watch.
You don't have to for Rekt. You don't have to. I think it helps. Because you kind of fall in love with these guys and all their other stuff, and you really want to see,
this and Balin's Route definitely.
Yeah, Balin's Route
will lead you into watching their
videos. You got to see.
Oh.
But Rekt, ultimately it kind of slowly leads up to the tournament against Australia, which is Team Fortress 2. And you get an appearance by Adam from VLDL there. And what I thought was one of the funnier things is he's an announcer and he's sitting there like, and I just realized there are no cameras in this room. I am broadcasting to the lot of you. This is a new career low for me.
There's like 10 people.
Yeah, it's like 10 people there. You get appearances from Britt, who's been in a lot of their videos as well at one of the tournaments. She's one of the nerd characters, and her and Rory have a minute. And Ellie is in there. She's their social media manager and also a star board, their series board. But you get all these people in there, but the main character, of course, Johnny is your main guy. Him and Richard, kind of going back and forth constantly on the team and how things go. But genuinely, it is funny. It's realistic, really, because these guys they're kind of stunted in their growth overall. But it's a fantastic series. It really is.
Definitely check it out.
Yeah, you should check out Rekt for sure. There's music in it. It's pretty.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good music.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Score. You
Yeah.
can call it a score.
It's got this.
It's kind of got that.
Yeah, that techno
type.
Definitely got that techno.
Almost John Carpenter-esque.
Yeah, John. Hey, why not?
I think it's a little better score than Carpenter's.
Yeah.
Scores.
This is also really well shot too.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I thought
it gives you that kind of like the Call of Duty type 1984 music from that.
Yeah.
It feels like that.
Yeah.
That type of music.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I really enjoy the score on this one. So,
I mean, the cast is a VLDL cast, so if you like VLDL, you're gonna love the cast. If not, I guarantee you're gonna like Richard's character Hamish, because Hamish he's so relatable.
He's lovable.
He's relatable. He's lovable. Johnny is an asshole. Connor is the biggest dork you'll ever see. Rory is just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, just Rory.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Who was that man? Was that the president of the United States?
Oh, is that the president? Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I'm not your pop.
Oh, check it out.
Sorry, we just keep quoting it for like an hour.
This is what we do all day.
Quoting text back and forth while we're working. Yeah, I mean it's so good. I'm gonna go to rating. I am giving Rekt the 5-star treatment.
Oh, dang!
I was between 4.5 and 5.
Wow!
I think I'm giving it a 5-star. I can watch it every day.
Yeah.
I have watched it 2 days in a row.
Right. I don't want to go with the same score again.
You don't have to, but
I have to go with
You can
another
go
5.
5.1
For I like this one a lot better than Balin Trout, which I really enjoy.
Really like
Balin Trout.
Yeah.
But Rekt is just amazing.
Yeah.
For me.
Oh, the whole
Short film. This is perfection for me.
Yeah. The whole pier scene with Johnny and Connor and Hamish just kills
It's
me.
amazing. Yeah.
Watch Rekt. A lot of people haven't seen it, I'm assuming. If you discovered VLDL, especially more recently, Rekt was a few years ago. You actually told me about it. I had not gone through it when you had seen it.
So good.
Because I was going through all their old stuff and I just hadn't gotten to Rekt.
Yeah.
But Rekt is great. 5 stars from both of us. Yeah. It's fantastic. Watch Rekt.
I didn't want to give it 5, but I got to.
It's so good. I can watch it 3 or 4 times a week easily. Yeah. And it's quick. It's an hour long. Yeah. Like I watched it while I was working last night. It's like just, even in background noise, it's still hilarious.
So much fun.
Yeah. So thanks for watching Basement Movie Room. Watch Rekt and then watch more of our reviews.
Yes.
See you next time.
Best in the world.
Best in the world.